folks. It is the 12th of April, 2022. I am John Najarian, and this is 3 at 3. 3 at 3 will bring you unusual activity that we've seen. We'll also define some terms for you that perhaps you haven't seen yet. And we'll do all that in the next 10 or 12 minutes. So how about that? Let's get started. Unusual activity. This is where we track unusual call or put buy. And we have seen a lot of that of late, probably over 25 trades a day. If you would like to be part of that, then make sure you check out marketrebellion.com/get started. You can get started in stock, options, crypto. You can get started with Unusual Option Activity Pro, which is our high-end product. You're about to see some of the results of that as I push through these slides. First one I'm going to start with was from the halftime report today. Same chair, just different background. I've got the Market Rebellion background up here now. July corn pushing higher again. We're hitting record prices for corn. Why is that? Several reasons. We knew food prices would be going up when Russia invaded Ukraine. They were already moving up, as you'll see on a graph in just a moment. But we knew they would go significantly higher because Russia and Ukraine together account for almost 30% of the world's nutrients for crops. In other words, fertilizers. And most of that is made from natural gas, by the way, in one way or another. So we knew that energy prices were going up. We knew that fertilizer prices would be going up. We knew food prices would be going up because without all that fertilizer and with it costing a lot more for what they have, you can imagine that the yields would be lower, and thus, again, a vicious cycle of demand and supply, and the demand totally outstripping supply. Now, that's about to become much worse. Some people criticize that I frequently cite stupid moves that this administration has made. Every administration has made stupid moves. Trump made stupid moves, folks. Every administration makes stupid moves. This one happens to have a near monopoly on it, though, because the last thing you want to do is have your press secretary and others out there touting the economy is really great. Okay, let's say that it's pretty good. I don't think it's great, but let's say it's pretty good, in particular the employment side. But as they cited today, again, the pay that employees are getting right now is actually dropping back. It is not accelerating to the upside. Meanwhile, the things that employees buy, food and energy, aren't even tracked by now what the Fed does. They strip out volatile food and energy. Well, it's going to be volatile for a while. Stripping it out makes no sense. And it's really hurting people right now. The fact that they're paying twice as much for oil and gas, twice as much for many foodstuffs, and it's only going higher, my friends, really. And I'm not happy about that for anybody. As much as I dislike the administration, I'm not happy about what it's doing to regular Joes and Janes. But they're about to make it worse. Why? Because they're going to try to mitigate the jump in gasoline prices by putting more ethanol. Now, you can make ethanol several ways. You need one, a biomass. I know this because I was intimately involved with ethanol for a long time. Now, a biomass could be anything from switchgrass to corn. It could be anything that grows. That's a biomass. And then what you do is you turn that into a mash, and under heat and so forth, you turn it into alcohol. Well, so ethanol, that alcohol that we're talking about, made from corn, is a horrible idea because right now you've got oil and thus the distillates, gas and diesel, pushing prices higher, higher, higher. And now to combat the gasoline side of that, not the diesel side, the gasoline side of that, they're going to add more ethanol. Now, adding more ethanol means more demand for something we've got less of, which is corn. And because that's the best biomass. Why? Well, actually, I can't say it's the best. Sugar beets are very good also, but corn grows quickly. You turn it into a biomass, and there's a lot of sugar in it, so it becomes alcohol very quickly. Now you're taking that away from pigs, cattle, hogs, as well as fish, because a lot of fish food is made from, guess what? Corn. All right, so you're taking that away from those animals, which means that it will be more expensive to get those animals to market. Okay, then you're taking it away from snacks. Doritos come to mind, Fritos come to mind, but a host of others. And then to my buddy Josh Brown, who doesn't think it's that big a deal. What about your Coca-Cola you drink all the time, Josh? What about that? Corn syrup, folks. So you get the idea. There's a lot that we can consume, cereals all the way to those meats and fish and poultry that I talked about, that need corn. And all of a sudden you're making it much more expensive by putting it into gasoline, which, by the way, gives you less mileage. Look it up. You put, again, I've done this for years. You put ethanol into your gas tank, you get less mileage. You get more explosion in the vehicle, but you get less mileage. So bad on both sides. And then bad on taking it away from consumers that need it in one way or another, animals, people, so forth. Anyway, how bad is it? Well, take a look at that chart. That's since December. So November, December, we were hovering around 580, which is unusually high. What's normal? 360 for the last several years. 360 is about what we peak at. Yeah, we bounce and we drop, but 360 is the average closing price for the last several years leading into this one. And now look at it, long before Putin, look at it accelerating to the upside. That, my friends, is the chart of the day. All you got to do is take a look at that and realize that, oh my gosh, it went from 560 to 760 like that. And we haven't even felt fully what is going on now with the move the administration's making. Oh, yeah. So in other words, look for $8 and $9 corn, which is going to be terrible for consumers for all the reasons I've mentioned. And it'll get you less mileage out of the gas that you buy as well. So we have a winner on both sides of that, don't we? Crypto Convo, got a bunch of them that we've got in the can that we're taping, folks. These are conversations with people in crypto. Had some great meetings last night down here in Puerto Rico with a lot of my cryptopreneurs, because there are a ton of crypto miners and NFT, as well as crypto hedge funds and so forth. A lot of great folks very involved in crypto. I will be talking to as many as I can and putting those conversations up on Clicks TV, CLIX, as well as roundtable.io. And of course, bang, right there, cryptoconvo.com. Check it out. All right, first one today, Tesla. Stock was $9.95 when they started buying. It jumped to almost $9.98 like that. They bought a lot of these April 22nd. That is the next week expiration. This week expiration is going to be Thursday, not Friday. But the following Friday is when these expire. You know why we're not trading Friday. It's a holiday. It's Good Friday, and both Christian and Jewish faiths observe Good Friday as a holiday, and exchanges around the United States and most of the world will be closed for Good Friday. So these are the 22nd of April, 10:50 calls. We'll keep this one. I already have Tesla. You know that. It is my fourth largest position. Love you, Mr. Musk. And I think this one will be a great trade from the option side, because it's $1,000 stock. Basically, 100 shares of this thing costs you a ton of money, $100,000 for 100 shares. You're talking $1 million basically for 1,000 shares. So you get the idea. No wonder options are where people go. Second one, Snow, S-N-O-W. This is Snowflake. It is a software and so forth, data mining. Snowflake, 5,300 April. That's this Thursday expiration. This Thursday, because there is no Friday trade. Just said that. No Friday trade means the regular April expiration is this Thursday. 5,300 of the April 230s, with the stock just shy of 221. Bang. Second of today's 3 at 3. Third and final of today's 3 at 3. LAZR. LAZR bullish call buying. Stock's just over 14 bucks. They're buying the 14.50 calls. Expire next Friday. Again, just like the first one we talked about, Tesla. This one expires next Friday, not this Friday. Next, because nothing trades this Friday. Thursday is expiration. Next Friday, the 22nd of April, they're buying the 1450 calls. They bought 5,400. That's 540,000 share equivalent. Bang. Make sure, folks, that if you're somebody who needs to learn, who wants to learn, you've got that hunger, you're sitting there saying, boy, I wish I knew what Dr. J knows as far as how to assemble a spread, cut my risk, maximize my return. Go to marketrebellion.com/get started. You can get started basic, which is beginner, intermediate, advanced strategies for stock, options, crypto. You can go there right now. Check it out. Remote learning, coaches, mentors, we've got it all. marketrebellion.com/get started. All right, folks. I got to get started and get back outside and enjoy the great weather down here in Puerto Rico. I hope wherever you are, weather's good and that you're doing all right. See you soon. Bye.